At the heart of intentional manifestation is this concept of identity shifting. And at the heart of shadow work is the concept of identity shifting. And when you are in the process of intentionally manifesting a desired reality, you're going to face your shadow. You're going to face your wounds. You're going to face the version of you that's been keeping you where you are, that's been keeping you in repeating stories and loops that have put you on the path to wanting something different in your life to begin with. And when you do the shadow work, you confront the pain and the shame within yourself, and you learn how to be at peace with it. You learn how to integrate it. You learn how to look at it without running. You learn how to look at the darkness within you, and you acknowledge the stories that the darkness wants you to believe, but you don't believe them. You just look at it and you witness. And when you are shifting into a different version of yourself, a version of yourself that is more expansive, the version of yourself that has the desired reality that you are intending, whether that be money, whether that be a relationship. These are the themes that most people tend to go on. You're ultimately looking for the feeling state, the state of consciousness in you that has that. But in the process, you're going to face your shadow. You're going to face what hasn't healed, because you can't stay the same. You can't be the version of you that you are now and be the one that keeps your desired reality. So you'll get tests and you'll get shifts in your life. Our circumstances are always going to change regardless if you're doing them intentionally. And our identity is always shifting whether you're doing it intentionally. But when we're looking at solidifying a different version of ourselves, the inner work is something that you can't escape. Because no matter where you go, there you are. So the version of you that is being the one that is successful, that's living their potential, the one that feels worthy, whole, and complete, the one that has a good relationship with themselves, so they attract a good relationship out there, that version of you can't show up unless you do the inner work. And when you get that test, you put your energy into whatever manifestation technique you're working on, whether it be visualization, affirmations, whatever you're doing with that subconscious mind, and you start to see your reality shift. You start to see something change. You get that big test when it feels like the rug gets pulled out from under you, and then the opposite of what you want shows up. And that's the real test. Do you collapse? Do you stay the same? Do you try to fix it by acting and reacting from a state of fear, from a state of panic? Or are you able to feel the negative emotions that come with the opposite of you won't showing up, and feel the worry, the doubt, the pain, acknowledge them, but let them pass? And then go back to knowing that you are the version of you that gets what you want. You are the version of you that is strong, that is confident, that's worthy of living in the reality you want. And then when the pain passes, you're able to act from a place of strength and worthiness and not react from that panic, because you've done your work. You've done the shadow work. And you are that person inside, even though the existing circumstances are not reflecting that at the moment. That's real manifestation. That is real power. Because your identity is that strong, powerful version of who you are, and it is unshakable, regardless of what is showing up around you. So, if you're in a state to where that's happening to you, when you're getting the opposite of what you want, are you able to feel the pain, feel the worry, feel the doubt, without spiraling, without reacting, without trying to change or fix anything, without shaming yourself for saying you're doing it wrong? Are you able to go right back to knowing that you are the version of you who is going to succeed, that is inevitable, that's just who you are, and your circumstances are going to pass? And have you done the shadow work? Have you integrated the darkness within you so that you're not spiraling, and that you can go that place of wholeness and peace within yourself in the new version of you that is becoming, that's in process? Because that's the final test. That is the test of, are you going to rise into what's being called of you, or do you collapse into what you've always been before, that you've been feeling the pain of? And when you pass this test successfully, then the universe sees, oh, this person means it. They are who they say they are, and they pass the test. And then the 3D follows. Then the material world follows, because you've held strong inside and you were able to pass the initiation that your higher self is calling you into, the new identity. I'm Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. If this resonates, I got more. So stick around.